For the next 3 weekends, Applejack Stadium at Manchester's Rec Park will see a series of exhibition college games, part of the rollout of bringing more soccer and lacrosse tournaments to the Rec Park. Last November saw the arrival of a soccer tournament which brought college teams from several New England states. This coming weekend will see college soccer teams squaring off over 6 games, starting at 10 a.m. and continuing through the afternoon. Teams involved will include the Massachusetts College of Liberal Arts, Castleton University, SUNY Delhi, and Suffolk University in 60-minute-long exhibition games. Each will play 3 times against all the other opponents. John O'Keefe, Manchester's town manager, described how he became interested in building the town's profile when it came to sporting events and the benefits the town and area could reap from them.
We did a study with Dorset, the NED study, a North Shire Economic Development study, and sports recreation was one of the things, whether it's outdoor hiking, canoeing, fly fishing, or more organized sports like soccer and football, lacrosse, baseball. One of the recommendations was to start to look at sports tourism, and then at the same time, another one of the findings was, or another one of the principles it was built on was, instead of going out and building big things, is look around and see what community assets you already have. For example, Applejack Stadium, which is sort of the pinnacle of the rec park. If we were to build it from scratch, our architects estimated to be about a $5 million stadium. So that's a pretty good size, and that includes the park house and some other parking, but if you were to take that and build it just in a field by itself, it'd be a $5 million facility. And then you start to see all these tournaments, whether it's the Saratoga tournament or the Guilderland tournament, or the tournaments up in Essex, Vermont. You start to see, okay, all these people are coming here, and then they're all leaving to get lunch, and then they're all coming back with their lunch. You can start to see the economic impact, and then you start to talk to some parents, and they say, oh yeah, I'm staying here, I've stayed overnight here, and you can start to see the multiplying effect of tournaments and just activity in general. Part of having a vibrant community is getting people to come in and have activity. So whether it's the 4th of July fireworks or the street fest or tournaments or college soccer games, all that is about creating a buzz and getting people here and getting things to do and getting that vibrancy.
The influx of teams and their families may bring more visitors to local lodging establishments, and Dan DeVornoy, the general manager of the Hampton Inn and a former college soccer player as well, is looking forward to having teams, their fans, and family members checking in.
I mean, mostly with John and with the town, we try to work with them on tournament dates. The town is a popular destination to get married, so the summer is busy right from the get-go, right from when rooms open up. So we certainly work together on tournament dates that we have rooms available for. A guy I played college with actually coaches Curry, so he reached out to me on his own about a game they're going to play here in the fall. So they'll be here with us. But I'm a lover of sports and I played soccer, so as many soccer teams as we can get in here, we like to, because, like we were joking about the pool being destroyed after a soccer weekend or a soccer game, but that's kind of what it's there for, and it's fun to see teams coming in and out. And I remember that. I mean, just listening to him talk about the spring season, I remember like it was yesterday, and seeing streams of players go out and then come back in, and just kind of everything about tournaments in general is really a fun experience, and you go to get lunch and it helps the community, but all that kind of excitement you bring to the hotel, and it's a joy for everybody.
John O'Connor is the Castleton University men's soccer coach, and he described the benefits of spring exhibition games, as they give a coach a chance to evaluate new players and see how others may have developed their skills since the fall season.
So we have an excitement for our guys to be able to play actually against someone else, which is great. But I think the other thing about coming here to Applejack is it's a quality facility, and that is one of the things that we look at is, we have a nice facility, but you don't want to go in the spring when you have one play day and go and play on a bad field with a pitcher's mound in the middle of it. So that, I think that's the excitement. So it's not hard to get the guys prepared for it. They want to play, and they want to be able to exhibit what they've learned over the winter or from the year before, or some guys are trying to prove themselves. So I don't think that's hard for me at all. And again, now when you add all the other stuff with it, where you have a good, great venue, and you have something that goes around it, people get excited about it. And I think that's the important part for us is to take full advantage of what we have as our play day. So.
There's a tie-in as well to John Werner, the recently deceased soccer coach from Arlington, who also coached at Castleton at the end of his career. O'Connor, the current Castleton men's soccer coach, described the connection.
John, Werner this weekend is, he was a huge part of this Arlington, Manchester community, and what a better way than to do it through the game that he loves so much. And there's I think that is something that I know our players are excited about, because they got to know John as an ex-coach, and we saw him inducted in the Hall of Fame up at Castleton. So, to be able to raise a little money for the Linneo Foundation and honor John at the same time while you're playing the game, again, what a good weekend, So.
On April 21st, teams from UVM, American International College, and Hardwick College will face off against each other, and on April 28th, so will Dartmouth and the University of Albany. A lacrosse tournament is planned for early June. The town is hoping to organize more tournaments involving college teams later in the year, with a mix of preseason and regular season games. The Castleton women's soccer team is playing their home opener at Applejack Field on August 30th. The UVM women's team are also lined up for a game in early August. The defending Division III women's champions from Williams College are scheduled in for September 1st. For the GNAT-TV News Project, I'm Andrew McKeever.